Hello guys, this is Kasha with coffee. Welcome to my wonderland. I really think we should start like you guys get coffee and I get coffee here, and then we have a little bit of a coffee unboxing time. Okay, today we have the horror blog. Horror blog is one of my favorite subscription boxes because it brings me every month everything horror related, and I've always been like a huge fan of horror since I was a teenager. I used to work in a video store and I could get home all the movies that I wanted, and I've watched a lot of horror stuff, like also stuff, I don't know, it's like I want those minutes of my life back. It's like, why did I watch that back then? But anyway, I was like binging on horror movies, and I had a really weird phase where I would only watch like sort of Asian horror. Anyway, let's go to our horror blog. This subscription box belongs to Nerdblog, and they have different subscriptions. They have the horror one, the arcade one, the classic one, the comic one, and then they have some for the little ones in the house. And if you want to subscribe to any of their boxes, I'm gonna leave the link on the description below. And now let's go to our horror blog from the month of June. Since I always do the t-shirt first, let's go to the t-shirt. This month's t-shirt from the horror blog is this one. It belongs to the Purge Anarchy, and it says "Survive the Night." I really liked both movies. I enjoyed the idea of what if you could do anything you wanted one day, like for 24 hours, and nothing could happen to you, like nothing legal-wise. It's not such an original topic, but I thought that the movies were really cool. Especially, I really liked the second one. I thought it was better than the first one. Maybe because it kind of reminded me of a video game. I thought during the movie that we were kind of that I was watching a let's play or something. I don't know, I thought it was really cool. And this is a t-shirt from the Anarchy, and it's very recognizable. These t-shirts from the horror blog guys, they are always also exclusive t-shirts, and they are always my favorites because they stick to the colors black and red, which are my favorite ones, so I think that's one of the reasons. And the other one is because everything's horror related. Next in the box is the favorite item for myself from this horror blog because it's cute, it's small, and it's fluffy. It's this guy here. It's a Cthulhu plush. And it says Cthulhu Feel Mini Plush, and it's done by the guys from Infinifan.com. Now, I thought this was just so adorable. It was a great idea. I love Cthulhu. I really like this plush. It has a lot of detail. It has the little wings. It has some tentacles here on the tail and also on the hands. And I think it's super cute. It's a great item. It comes with a little card that says hello. And I just love it. It's my favorite item of this box. It's just adorable. It's so fluffy. Today is also a really good day to be kind of blogging about this box because it's a really rainy, cloudy, dark day outside. So what is best than to open a horror blog, right? And the next item that we have comes from outer space. And it's this item. It's from Alien, and it's a silicone ice tray. I thought this was a really cool item. I love when they do these things, like they send us something nerdy that's also practical. I could totally use this ones, and I think they look awesome. Funny story about myself, when I was a kid and my parents took me to the movies, my mom wanted to go and watch a Brad Pitt movie, and my dad wanted to go watch Alien. I think it was Alien Resurrection back then. And my mom said, so who do you want to go with? Because I had to choose. And I was like, I want to watch Alien. So I think my mom was a bit confused, like, oh, you're a girl, you're supposed to go and watch a romantic comedy with Brad Pitt, you know, stereotypes. Yeah, I think I've always been a little bit different in that sense. I've always loved horror and kind of sci-fi stuff. Even if when I was a kid, I think I have to thank my dad for that, because he was always watching like Arnold movies and I don't know, kung fu movies and sci-fi stuff. So I think we watched a lot of that together when I was a kid, and that kind of like had an impact on me. So thanks to my dad, thank you for not making me one of other, I don't know, Brad Pitt lover girls, I don't know. That's not bad, but like, I've always been a weirdo. Okay, Next thing in our box, it's a reaction figure from Scream. So it's Ghostface, of course. And I really like this figure. It's from the horror series, and here it says that it's from Funko and Super 7. I really like this figurine because it's not too big, so I can fit it anywhere on my shelves. It comes with a little knife that it's now somewhere here at the bottom. I really liked this movie when I went to watch it at the cinema when I was a little teenager girl. I remember it was kind of original. It was such a huge thing in the 90s. Like, everyone loved this movie. And after this, a lot of like teenager being killed movies came after this. And I don't really like the other parts from Scream. Like, the first one was great because it was something kind of different. But what came after that was like, oh no, just stop making, you know, just stop this. Don't make this such a bad saga, you know, it's like, just stop this. They tell you here in the back side all the other figurines that you can collect for this collection. So you have classics like Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and the Pinhead. What I don't really understand is why they included Eric Draven from The Crow in this kind of picture, because I don't see him as a murderer. Like The Crow is one of, yeah, I think it's my favorite movie because it changed a little bit my life a little bit. I don't know, it's for me it's Dracula and The Crow, the movies that kind of changed me when I was still a kid. And I don't see him as like a serial killer murderer. Like for me The Crow is the most romantic movie that's ever been made. I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe I'll collect the other ones because they are really cool. And there we have our reaction figure. So good. So good for you, coffee guys. The next thing in our box, it's of course our Rumorg magazine. Now, this is one of the reasons why I really love to get this box every month. I love to read this magazine because it has so many cool stuff. It's super huge. It's like so many pages full of real cool stuff. I normally even take notes because they have everything you can imagine. It's from movies to series to games to comics to books, so you can get so much information. So I like to make like a list of things that I haven't seen yet that I want to rewatch, and this magazine alone costs 10 bucks, and I'm getting it every month with my horror blog. It's awesome. And this month we have in the cover the American Psycho. And they have an article about it inside, along with so many other things. And they also like to tell us, for example, when they're like re-editing old movies and which quality, and if there are some really cool like extras coming with that edition, so that you maybe can go and get it. I think it's really cool, and everyone that loves horror should definitely get this horror blog. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. If you love horror, this is really for you. Like, every month when I get this box, I get so excited. It's my favorite one, and they did a really great job again in the month of June. So the very last thing is of course the postcard that tells us everything that was in our cute box. And this month's choice of the month from Leanna Van was of course the little Cthulhu, because he was too cute. No one can resist that. And you can also check here all the other stuff that you got and where it comes from. So they tell you that Survive the Night t-shirt comes from The Purge. Then there's the reaction figure from Ghostface from the movie Scream. We also had ourselves the Alien Astray, and you had two different colors that you could get, the green one and the blue one, with different also like motives. And we also had a Rumor magazine. I'm gonna blog about this with better quality pictures. Maybe you couldn't see everything so good on the camera, so I'm gonna blog about it with good quality pictures. Okay, so that was everything that we had in our box. As always, we got double what we paid for on really cool horror merch. So if you're a horror fan, you can watch my last videos on the horror blog. I've already got 3 horror blogs, and it's awesome. If you like horror, this is your box. You'll find the link to subscribe on the description below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up for this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Let me know what you would like to see me doing, like maybe other kind of reviews. Maybe you would like to see me doing other stuff, other videos. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or leave me a comment below. I will get back to you guys, and see you in the next video, guys. Don't forget to coffee up. Bye!